The Disney Channel games were better than the Olympics. Yeah, I said it. If you grew up watching Disney Channel, then you know how big an event the Disney Channel games were. Imagine all the stars from your favorite shows and movies, That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, High School Musical, friggin' Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. This was a clash of worlds. Forget the MCU, this was the DCU, and I'm not talking Detective Comics. I'm talking the Disney Channel universe. The way I see this event looking back is that it was sports day for Disney Channel kids, as in like the child actors on the shows. You gotta imagine, they didn't have traditional childhood experiences. You know, they didn't go to school, aren't like most of them like homeschooled or like have tutors or something. So they wouldn't have had a sports day. They didn't get to do the egg and spoon race. They didn't get to do the sack race. You know what I mean? So this was like Disney's way of giving them a sports day so they can just enjoy themselves, except that they were paid to be there, and it was recorded and broadcast to millions of people all over the world. Watching this as a kid was so surreal. Nowadays, kids look up to social media stars like YouTubers and TikTokers and stuff because that's who they spend the most time watching. I had that too, but I was born at a time where I also grew up watching Disney Channel stars and Nickelodeon stars. And back then, the only way you could see your favorite celebrities is by watching the show you know them for. Nowadays, if you really like an actor from a movie, you can just look them up on Instagram and see what they had for breakfast and their family and stuff. That was not a thing back in 2006. So an event like this, where it takes all your favorite actors from all your favorite shows and it presents them together, out of character, that was mind-blowing. I already wanted to be on the Disney Channel when I was younger, but this made me want to be a Disney Channel kid even more. I remember Googling how to become a Disney Channel actor when I was younger, and I found like some Yahoo Answers response saying, well, first you need to move to LA, and then you need to look for an agent. And I was like, bruh, I'm 7. The best I could hope for being a kid in the UK was appearing on freaking Tracy Beaker, bro. So they do all sorts of different events, right? It was definitely all filmed on one day, but then they broadcast it once a week during the summer holiday. They split the actors into 3 teams and had them do 8 challenges. The first was an obstacle course, which they say not to try at home, as though people just have giant inflatable obstacle courses in their backyard. Surely if you did have that, it would actually be fine to try it at home, considering, you know, that's the point. The second was rock, paper, scissors. Bruh, imagine having a live studio audience to watch people play that game. Someone had a placard which just said dude on it. They definitely handed those out. The third was the hamster ball relay, which gave me Tester flashbacks. And then there was the dunk tank. I really thought the guy who played Ryan from High School Musical was gonna be better at this, considering the whole I don't dance sequence. But at least he got 1. Miley Cyrus, I'm sorry, you're very talented, but throwing is not for you. Like, what is that technique? 5th was an egg toss with the most resilient eggs I have ever seen. Like, these were some genetically modified eggs. How did that one bounce? The 6th was the mountain climb relay, where first a team member had to score a 3 throw, and this completely shattered my illusion from High School Musical. Zac Efron, aka Troy Bolton, aka the captain of the Wildcats, goes to take the shot and misses non-stop. Bro, words cannot describe how devastated I was to find out this guy was not good at basketball. This was one of the first instances of me realizing how fake movies were. Like, this was a growth moment for me, age 7. Corey from That's So Raven sunk it on his 3rd try. Meanwhile, Zach is just there like, why am I feeling so wrong? Bro, you're trash. 7 was the quiz show relay, where they had to ride this weird bike and then answer trivia questions the like of, what is the name of Miley's alter ego in Hannah Montana? I am not joking.
On Hannah Montana, who is Miley's alter ego? What's her name?
Hannah Montana.
Beautiful, go!
8th was Simon Says, where they got the janitor from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody to be Simon. Taylor from High School Musical 1, and her prize, pie to the face. Miley's brother from Hannah Montana forfeited the victory to her at the end, and I can't help but think he knew what he was doing, bro. Like, this guy is evil. They had a final episode, which was literally just a funniest moments clip show, and then Blue Team won. Yay. Actually, I think I remember rooting for Blue Team myself, because they had Vanessa Ann Hudgens on that team. Take from that what you will. Looking back on this, it was really heartwarming to just see these kids having fun. And it's weird because I'm older now than they were then, but when I first watched it, I was younger than them. They looked so grown to me back then, But now looking back, I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. But then you look them up and see some of them have been charged with crimes and you're like, what the hell? I honestly feel for child actors. Like, it's not easy, you know, being in the public eye and having all that pressure on you before you even know what it all means. It's hard. That's why it makes me so happy when I see a child actor that has moved on from the world of Hollywood. Kay Panabaker from Phil of the Future and Read It and Weep is a zoologist now. That makes me so happy. She's just living her life with the animals and baking cookies. Let's freaking go. Now, one thing that was super annoying about this show that I actually forgot about until I watched it again is that they would take forever to get to the actual challenges. The show would start, and then they would have a bunch of padding and 3 ad breaks before the competition would begin. It's like each episode was 20 minutes, and only the final 7 minutes were actually of the games. Mr. Beast would be rolling in that grave he buried himself in for 50 hours. They would have these player profiles where the actors go into their backstory, except it was all completely fake and just a joke.
Brenda Song lived a very different life. Brenda was born in a town without malls.
It's hard to think about it.
Thing is, I was the most gullible child ever, and I can almost guarantee I had no idea they were joking.
Seriously, what a profile.
You like that?
It's wonderful.
How's this sound?
It's good. That's better, actually.
Really? A joke about profiles? There is no way I would have understood that back then. That was probably one for the parents. Damn, bro, you got the whole PTA meeting laughing. They also tried to do this thing where you could vote for your favorite team on the website in order to help your team win. But there's no way they were gonna allow that to actually affect the final outcome because they had filmed this all in advance. Blue team already won. So your votes meant nothing. Final thing I want to say is I was watching this on YouTube. Some legend uploaded every episode from all 3 years they did this. And in the middle of episodes 3 and 4, they put the most hilarious interruption to a show I have ever seen in my entire life, bar none.
Sorry I had to interrupt episodes 3 and 4 of the Disney Channel games for 2006. But I want to give my little message to those porn bots that are spamming 18cams.xyz. You porn bots really need to shut the fuck up, because you're going to get me in trouble by my mom.
This guy didn't even upload it as a separate video. He edited it into the beginning of the episode.
You do not need to spam porn websites on my videos. You know that I'm not going on that website. I will never go on that website. Because my mother would beat my ass up.
He's actually spitting facts though, I can't lie.
Take care, everybody. I'm just sorry for using cuss words. I will not use it ever again.
Let's get this party started. It's the first ever Disney Channel Games.